Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think...
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little...
Relax. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar.
Okay.
Hey! They're here! I can see the Academia guards!
Alright, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do...
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh! Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Don't...
The guard looks alert.
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar! Assemble and arrest her! Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourself!
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbha Day ceremonies. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you...
My apologies. Right now, all academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you...
Arrest? Who is there to I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, it may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that—
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes. Huh? She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight, Azar.
Ah!
Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. Have you... The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your...
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious...
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but... thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still... When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned...
Here comes your savior.
Tia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to...
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid?
Now isn't the time to talk about... Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards, the core of 30, as long as it doesn't...
That's probably...
The Grand Sage is Sino 4, so hurry. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Should I say, it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. But during this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and...
Exactly!
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this... my concept of... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon...
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay.
Ah, wow! That's the spirit!
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. We need to hurry. I need to make some... First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, if we don't stop the God creation plan in time...
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up. This is where you've been, Tainari? That's...
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Tainari? Am I going to die? And tell Tainari?
What happened?
Okay, enough. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve...
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy.
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to... It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge... After I got out,
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so. Traveler.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest. But his symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you...
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia Forest's climate, so I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale. Have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right.
Contaminated region. Is that why you two are also here?
Yep.
Doesn't seem... The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia Forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same.
All right. There's no time to waste. Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass.
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing...
It's a long story. Some of they were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price. Our caravans had to pool together more to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell any.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them... Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customer.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just... The thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the... We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in... We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So, the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those... How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't...
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine.
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods, and we were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already...
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will...
Oh, but of course, not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk.
All right. We'll go...
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to 10 of us might. Didn't the academy... Our salary...
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't. We don't normally see the mechanical. It only shows up with—
You haven't tried—
We have, but it's too agile and— However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So, instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
It's hurting again. After the goods were stolen, it turns out that, however, a caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given... If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the Mora you made. That would be... But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make...
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found...
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes, and here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further well, chatting like this won't get us any—
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will—
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I'll have to decline. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry.
These things useful?
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen. Some opponents on board lead the way. This Sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The Sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
Alright, it's moving again. Did... Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was...
It looks strong. Be careful.
Rise.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan-robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple, programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated... If we chart... I've been studying...
Paimon gets...
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be...
Listen to me. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood? I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components, and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escape.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Oh! These are mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them. Thank you all so... Don't worry about the... No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw...
No need.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever...
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll...
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
Is he doing? I feel like he's doing a lot. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about Suna didn't get mad, so he...
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked?
Of course I did. Are you...
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! Alright. Then, Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find...
We're here. This should be... Huh?